What up, everyone? We're here with 5th period doing a statistics video for Alexis. Woo! Yeah, you're immortalized now. We're also going to go and give a shout out to Brecklin, woo! And McKinley, and Hallie, and Cam. Who else wants a shout out? Zegan's name's been shouted out. Who else? Raise your hand. Who wants their name to be shouted out in this video? Immortalized forever. Anybody else? Raise your hand. Yeah, I got pointed to someone. Stevie, shout out for you. Woo, immortalized. Now when you guys as kids take my class, my parents' name was shouted out in that video. Nice. Also shout out to Harrison who's helping us. Good job, Harrison. Thanks for taking that test already. On canvas, crazier, wearing masks. Okay, so we just did number 17. And also number 16, which was rolling 5 dice. How many different combinations are there? And so 6 times 6 times 6 times 6 is 7776. That's the total combinations in the game of Yahtzee. Like 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, so then also the probability of getting a Yahtzee on your first roll. Because Harrison's like, wait a second, in the game, there's more chances than that because you got your second roll, you could try again, and your third roll, you could try again. But this is just your first roll. And so you have ways to get a Yahtzee. All ones, all twos, all threes, all fours, all fives, all sixes. And so that's 6 out of 776. Okay, here we go. So number 18, name drop Cam. Thanks for asking for this tough one. So I think I made it a little bit easier on you guys than I have up here. Is it sum of 8 or is it sum of 7 on 5 dice? In the game of Yahtzee, you roll 5 dice. How many different ways can you obtain a sum of 8 on the 5 dice? Hint, list them if you need to. Do we say 8? Do you guys remember? Or is it 7? Is it 7, Sydney? Awesome. So we're going to go ahead and change this to a 7. Because 8 would be so many combinations, I'm telling you right now. You don't even want to list that many. So let's change it to 7. And then, really, I would just list all those ways. Ooh, it's not too bad, I promise. So summing to 7, ready? So we have 5 dice. So usually I just start with ones. I go 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. That's 4. And then plus 3. That's going to give us 7. So for the test, this is a really good strategy. If you guys want to jot this down, write this down. For number 18 on the test and on the practice test. And then I basically take that 3 and I rotate it through the ones, right? So I'm going to go ahead and put a 3 here with some ones, and a 3 here with some ones, and a 3 here with some ones, and a 3 here with some ones. And so that's 5 different ways you could sum to 7 with 5 dice, right? Does that make sense so far, you guys? Good. Okay, so what are some more ways to sum to 7 that I haven't listed yet? Go ahead, Zegan. Ooh, so you have 3 ones. And then a 2 and a 2 is going to sum to 7, right? Because 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7. So now you have to rotate all the different combinations of 7. And so I actually had to change this on the practice test with you guys, or maybe it was 8th period. And because I missed a couple ways, actually. So what you're going to do is you're going to rotate this first 2 through. So this 2 is going to go here next, and this 2 is going to stay here. So 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Then we're going to rotate this 2 down to here and keep the 2 there still. Making sense? Making sense? Then we're going to have the 2 at the end now with the ones in the middle. So those are, again, are adding up to 7, adding up to 7. Then we've got to bring this first 2 back across as well. So 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. And then 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. And so this is 5 ways here. That's 5 ways. And then 7 ways there. And 5 plus 7 is 12 ways, which I thought was the original answer on the practice test. But we're actually missing some ways. So for extra credit, who can see those additional ways we're missing? And since we're talking about a bunch of 1s and 2s, I'll up it to 2 extra credit points. Who sees those? So it has to do with the 1s and the 2s that we're missing. Another way or two. This is good. You at home behind the screen watching this video, you think about it too. Ooh, Zegan thinks he can see a way there, which I think is Australian, which is amazing. With your hat. Which tomorrow is beanie day, so I just adopted today too. Whoa! Go ahead, Zegan. Ooh, so 1, 2. 1, 2, 1. That also adds to 7. I forgot to move the 2s into the middle position. Right? 2 extra credit points again. So that means that this is also, we have to move this 2 to the center. So 1, 1, move this 2 forward like that. And then let's shift them to the left as well. So 1, 2, 2, 1. Whew! I Googled it. That is correct. Is that correct? 15 ways?
No, there's 16.
Oh no! There's one more? I'm going to cry if there's one more.
You gotta move the double 2s to the other end, too.
The double 2s to the other end.
So, like, here.
Nice. So I feel like I have that way in the beginning, top left.
Oh, you do. Well, there should be 16.
Is there 16? So there's 5 ways with a 3. That's good. And then with this, the 2s, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is what I'm counting. Hopefully. I Googled it and it said 15. Double check. Thanks, Harrison. So I'm hoping, praying that it is going to be 15 ways. Right? So it says here, how many different ways? When it says ways, it's not talking about a probability, divided by something. Not like divided by 7776. No. It's just talking about the ways. So it's just going to be just 15 ways. Do not need to divide by 776 on this one, because it's not asking for probability, just counting the number of ways. Just like on Sunday, something's coming up. Yeah, look it. Single Awareness Day, remember? Let me count the ways. Loves me not. Loves me not. Loves me, woo! Let me count the ways. So 15 different ways for number 18. Does that make sense, Cam-ish? Kind of crazy? Yeah. But if I went ahead and changed this number to maybe one number less, would that make it easier? It would. So there's your hint for the test. Because all you'd have is 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, and that adds up to 6, and then just move the 2 through, you're done. So it'll be easier on the test, promise. That was pretty intense. Pretty awesome, though. Pretty awesome. Okay, I think we already did these ones with you, but just in case Alexis or anybody else at home needs this. So you guys shout it out. Ready? Everybody! Probability is the art of counting. True or false? True. Good. True. And then multiplication is repeated. Addition. Good. If you put add or addition, good. Add or addition, good. And then number 21, who wants to be immortalized and say it into the microphone? Say it at the same time. Shout it out. Both of you. Say it at the same time. It's to make probability easier, we multiply. Yeah, got it. Oh, say hi to Alexis and we miss you. Hi, we miss you. We miss you. Nice.
Shalom.